Eagles fly. Let's peep the squad. Big Pat Shell and Dante the Dark Child. Drop the stats on them. Drop the facts on them. Spur Gang, baby. Let's get it on.
What's going on, Eagles fans? We are live in full effect with your boy DJ Full Effect and your girl Nichelle. Dark Knight be back here in a minute, but Victory Thursday, yes.
That's right. What it do?
Welcome to Eagles Talk. I'm your boy Pat, my co-host right there, Nichelle. First time meeting Nichelle was actually this week.
In person. The first time we actually got to be in person.
Yes.
I forgot all about that too when I saw it. I was like, wait, I ain't seen Pat in person. He probably like, she ain't hug me, nothing. Like, she was just like, yeah, come on, Negro.
Like, who you? But you know that you do that after the Eagles win, and you got to do what we got to do. We did what we did.
That's
and,
right.
You know what? I like some of those pictures. So I ain't gonna. Let me not spill the beans.
Yeah, we got some stuff for y'all. We got some new promo photos. They tried to put them up today, but I had to shut it down. We got to edit them first. We got to get the colors right.
She's very meticulous and very.
I own the branding agency. What you want from me? I just I can't do it. I can't do it.
Well, welcome to Eagles Talk for Eagles fans, by Eagles fans. Victory Thursday. I'm so excited. It's we're right around the corner again. We're right here on about to be on Monday night playing the Minnesota Vikings. Tonight we do have a Thursday night football game. It's not the Philadelphia Eagles, but nevertheless, it's a good game. Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, they're gonna be lighting it up.
Let's get this first quarter started because to do what I like to do, we are a very unique talk show. We're not broadcast journalists. We don't do none of that stuff. We don't wear suits. We don't wear ties. And I found that out early when I was at the shoot. I was like, oh, I got the wrong shirt on. We do something a little bit different from everybody else do. We drink our favorite drink and we talk about our favorite team. Let me know what you're drinking out there. If this is your first time, we do 4 quarters.
See the bottle.
We do 4 quarters, and how we do the 4 quarters, you take 4 shots of your favorite drink. Right now, for me, what I'm doing it. Jameson has been good to me lately. We made up. We had a good conversation over the weekend.
I'm doing the wine tonight because I can't get all twisted and faded. So I'll be sipping.
So this is to our Philadelphia Eagles for the victory that they provided for us for a 38-35 victory over the Detroit Lions. Down the hatch, 3, 2, 1.
You're now listening to the Quarter.
Would have been more impressive if you took the whole cup to the head.
I know, right? I just said I wasn't going to get twisted. I mean, wine is actually bad when you take it to the head more than shots. So
let me get to some of the comments because
first person in the room, Pat.
Yes,
yo, that's
Benjamin
funny.
Isaac.
Yo, I was dying. I was like, yo, he said his whole behind.
Yes. Benjamin Isaac, first person in the room. He said, Kirk Cousins can kiss my whole $8.
His whole. When you say your whole.
Jeremy T. Bird Gang. What up, Jeremy? My wife's in there.
Hey, wifey.
She just came back from Tennessee, drinking that Tennessee whiskey.
Okay.
Slay versus Jefferson
is greater. Slay is greater than Jefferson.
I know, but in my mind, it's Slay versus Jefferson. I can't say he's better because
listen, he's going to need to be better.
It's going to be an interesting matchup.
Also, for my fantasy matchup, I'm going to need Jefferson to be shut down.
Yeah, because you go against me. James Duke Frick, what? Bird Gang. What up, Bird Gang?
What up?
Hey, my brother's there. Shelman Sound the third. Hey, family, with an A. He's been in the Midwest. Richard Brew Lathan said, what's up, Eagles family? Mel Davis, Eagle Nations, what's good? Salute. Dion said, no, damn it. I take it.
That's right.
Oh, man. John Batista, South Carolina Bird Game checking in. What's up, Eagles Talk? It's a lot of things that I've seen in this chat, and one of the ones that I've been seeing a lot. Jim put up, Eagles defense needs to step up, not the coach. You're correct. But the coach needs to put them in a better position. Jeremy T said, DC needs to go. I'm tired of seeing 3rd down and 2, and you got to your defensive you got your corners playing 7 yards off the ball line of scrimmage. No way in the world should Jonathan Hargrave should have been starting in that game when you had more capable backups starting playing in the game. We were getting blown off the ball in passing situations. I think it was a second down and 11. They got 9 yards on second down.
Mm-hmm.
That makes absolutely no sense on a run play. So they were inviting our defensive line to come upfield and taking advantage of the aggressiveness of our defensive line and hitting for big gains. Freaking
right.
Swifty had what? Swifty had 144 rushing yards.
Listen.
140. He had an average clip of 9.6. Every time he touched the ball, he averaged at least 9 yards per touch. That speaks volumes to what defense you're playing. You got to understand this. I understand the situations that we are in at any different parts of the game. We were up by 13 or more points, but if they're gashing you with these runs, especially inside trap runs, you got to change your defense up to stop that. Somebody said, I heard on the talk shows, Gannon knew he had a 14-point hole where he only can give up 13 points. That makes absolutely no sense. We're in Philadelphia. We don't give up that many points in a series of one quarter. No, man. We need to be aggressive from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. I understand this is like the first preseason game for this defense, but this defensive coordinator is pulling the same stuff which you pulled last year when he said you didn't have the horses for the race. What do you think, Michelle?
I think they got until week 3 before I start raising hell. Real talk. I'm gonna give them time to gel because we do have new players. Our coach is green around the gills. Let's be clear. So I'm gonna give them some growth time. Was I happy with their first showing? Absolutely not. Nobody was. Like, to come up and for us to put up 31 points. Yeah, I'm happy they put up another 6 for us, but we really needed you to stop them from scoring. That's all you had to do.
Yeah. Yeah, we literally had to stop them from scoring. We gave up 35 points. 35 points. That offense, the Detroit Lions offense, put up 35 points. I think Michelle froze. Yeah, I think she froze. I'll wait till she come back. That Detroit Lions offense, who everybody said may be the worst team in football, put up 35 points. So you understand that the points they put up this week was more than some of the better teams in the NFL per se. We cannot have that happening week in and week out. We have 2 cornerbacks who we can rely on. Let them play football. I think I got the show back. You're back?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yep.
Okay.
All
I don't know what happened. Everything just started spinning. Sorry, not sorry.
It's okay. Benjamin said AJ Brown over Jefferson all day. I mean, listen, I think they're equal as far as the receiver wise. Let me get to some newer comments.
They want me to raise hell. Now, listen, y'all. I don't need any more gray hairs. Okay, who am I sending the dye bill to? Like, I need to let it process a couple games before I start getting all up in arms. I already kind of said what I had to say at the first game. I was. Gannon did not impress. They have a lot of work to do. So I hope Monday is a big test for them to see if they can redeem themselves some. That's really going to be the test. Yeah. Right. So if they can redeem themselves and if they can keep Minnesota to 25 or less points.
Well, I mean, we have opportunity to keep them to less than 17 points. I think
I'm trying to be realistic.
I'm gonna be honest. Justin Jefferson is going to get his. They're going to scheme Justin Jefferson to get open. I wish our offensive coordinator had the same mentality to scheme some of our players to get open. But we do got AJ Brown, who is a monster on the outside. 10 receptions for 155 yards. Ain't nothing to put to the side. But hey, Mom.
I know. Hey, Mom.
But we really
the whole Sandlin clan is in the house tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all here. But But we really need to curtail, like stop this bleeding that we have. No way in the world with our defensive front that we have should Hassan Reddick be in coverage. Why is Hassan Reddick in coverage? That makes absolutely no sense. You're a Temple girl. Why is Hassan Reddick in coverage?
I don't know. Somebody had reported that he wasn't in coverage that much as we think, but I don't know. And somebody else raised a really good point that our coaches, we have the talent, but do we have the coaches? But I said that last season, so don't jump on my bandwagon now. I told y'all no matter how much talent we put around, there was always going to be the question mark around the coaches.
Yeah.
Jalen has to get better. Okay, Jalen has gotten better. It hasn't changed the coaches. It hasn't changed the vanilla offensive plays that we're running.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're definitely going to touch upon that because these players reminiscent of college. This is pro football. These players are college. But we will touch on Jalen Hurts in the second quarter. Let me get to some more comments. John Batista said, "Shouts out to Jordan Davis for being the highest graded rookie defensive lineman in the league in week 1. He did get pancake, but that's just welcome to the NFL thing. Come on, guys. He stopped moving his legs on that one." Deion Jones said, "Right, and we be slurring our words by end of show. Sometimes before show, hiccup." Talking about taking it easy. Adam said, "Bird gang." We got a lot of people drinking water. What water? Really? You gonna spell it like you from South Philly? Water. White said, "No alcohol for me. I know, babe. Water tonight."
Seth Joyner, yes, I wish. We all wish. I think half of WIP wishes.
They had Vic Fangio, the former head coach of the Denver Broncos, in as a special guest during training camp. That's something I want to hit on, especially once Dante comes on, because he will be on a little bit later. But that may be a possibility if Gannon doesn't step up. Go from a head coaching candidate to on the street quickly. Adam said, "Going to be talking in cursive here in a little bit." Okay.
He said talking in cursive.
All right.
I want to talk in cursive.
Raymond Williams Jr. said they need to wrap up and tackle. Oh my goodness! If y'all go back and look at this film, you could tell.
How many missed tackles did you count, Pat?
I stopped counting. I really stopped counting. It was from Maddox. It's from Gardner Johnson. It was from TJ Edwards. Normally doesn't miss tackles. He missed a crucial tackle in the hole. But he's getting blocked at the same time, but he didn't miss a tackle. There were a lot of missed tackles in this game that gave more opportunities. Bradbury missed a tackle that gave Swifty a long run where he almost scored. So there were a lot of opportunities where, I think it's more or less these players are still getting into that game mode. So it's still taking them a little bit to get into that game mode. And this is like their first preseason. Swift was playing his home team. Of course, he's going to ball. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, he is from Philly. Like I'm sure he played with a huge chip on his shoulder.
Need to play Jordan Davis more. We definitely need to play him a little bit more.
Yeah.
Listen, the young guys was getting pressure. Marlon Williams, he was getting pressure. Marlon Talupa-Pupu, I can't say his name. I say Marlon. Number 95. He's actually one of the defensive tackles that caused the beginning of that interception by putting pressure on Jared Goff. The defense wasn't aggressive as I thought it would be. Of course, It was cupcake. It's playing soft zone on a 3rd down and 2. Soft zone. My brother put up a comment. Patrick Sandlin, Michelle. Okay, let's talk. The defense was killing it when Davis was in the game. 2.7, which is actually 2.9, Shell. First one was out over 10 yards.
You petty. You are petty with your brother right now. Stop.
I won't be petty for my brother.
It's 2.9, not 2.7. Yeah. His point still stands. He's right. He's right. Jordan Davis should have stayed in the game. You're right, Shell. You're right. I'm not going to be petty about it, but you're absolutely right.
But you're right, my brother. You're right. Alan Soft, hello, fan from Arizona, Trenton Bourne. Our defense has more holes than a wall in Vegas. Done with this garbage of Gannon. Yep, you're not the only one. Let me get to some more comments. Detroit is not the worst team of football. They're going to win a few games. I said that.
Can we talk about this? Can we
Go
talk
ahead.
about
We got
this
about 2 more
right
minutes, so
here,
yeah.
John? Can we talk about this and everyone
Sure.
else? Listen, this is the NFL. So all these sports pundits on the airwaves, you only beat and the fans too. You didn't beat anybody. It's just Detroit. Did you look at Detroit last year? Yeah, they won 3 games, but did you see how many of those games were close last year? Detroit and any team in the NFL, and just the week 1 wins and losses. Playoff teams lost week 1 to non-playoff teams. We were the only playoff team, right? That won. One of the few in our division or something.
One of a few.
So
Yeah.
any given Sunday is always the number one rule. You can never count a team out. They can go from being 3 in whatever first year and come back and win 10 games the next year because we're at that level when you're playing at the NFL.
That's true.
You know, things can turn, especially if you have a team that had a lot of close games the season before. They might be only 1 or 2 plays away from being a 9-10 win team. So this blanket kind of assessment that folks make all the time over, oh, they're no good. No, any team could be good on any given Sunday and whip that behind in the NFL. And we need to understand that before we start making these blanket statements that, oh, this team ain't no good. You beat a nobody team. Not these days, not this year. You see what's happening. You see what's happening in the NFL now. It's anyone's game right now.
It definitely
anyone's game.
It definitely is. Let me get on to one comment from a resident from down under. Tony Burns says, "Sorry guys, slept in. What did I miss?"
Hey Tony.
Gannon fired yet?
Stop, Tony. We already talked about him.
So this is actually a true statement, and I want to lead this up because we're about to end the quarter right now. Cousins always plays well against us. Do expect a shootout, 45-38. He, you know what? He always turns it up against us. Always, regardless if he was with the Commanders now, they call them, to the Vikings. He always lights our behind on fire. So we need to come out there guns a-blazing. But with that being said, let me end this quarter.
And that's the end of the quarter.
So if you just tuned in, we just finished the first quarter of Eagles Talk. Dante's on his way. He had to take care of some family schooling stuff. So, he had to be a dad right now. So
back to school night.
Back to school night. Yes,
back to school night.
That's what I want a picture from Michael Jordan that he signed. A signed Michael Jordan autograph.
Oh, really? Oh, y'all had good prizes at back to school night.
Yeah. We had some people that. Yeah, we had some people. Yeah.
Nice.
But this is Eagle Talks by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. Like Dante would say. Let me put Dante on for you.
Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook. That is by Eagles fans for Eagles fans.
There you go. Always keep them.
Wait, and we have to say, and we like to have our show enjoying our favorite adult beverage. Please enjoy responsibly. And do not drive. We want you to do this from the comfort of your home or your friend's home or whatever other home you may be in.
Or at the hotel.
Or at the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
I'm drinking on a Jameson. I gotta get me another bottle.
I got wine because I'm not trying to be doing all kinds of shots. But there is this 1800 sitting in front of me that I might have to switch to real quick.
Oh, see, you're about to switch to the 1800. All right, so let me know what you're drinking out there. We're going to toast to our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, as we get ready to take on the Minnesota Vikings on Monday Night Football. She's screwing it off.
I'm gonna do a little one. It was just staring me in the face. I'm like, oh.
It was talking to you, wasn't it?
You look sad. You look sad, 1800. And for the first time since we pushed the show back, I got dinner done, so I don't have to worry about cooking. That's usually why I don't.
There you go. Well, down the hatch to our Philadelphia Eagles. 3, 2, 1.
You're now listening to the second quarter.
We got a question real quick before I get to the
Ooh,
second quarter topic.
high quality H2O. That's right, Steph.
Boo. Question of the night: how worried should we be with how much if Jalen Record can give the
Info. Yeah, he wants to know how
how
is
much
Jalen going to
info?
dime us out to the coaches?
Well, of
Well,
course
it
he
doesn't
is.
matter because we
Yeah.
pulled somebody from their practice squad that has been with them for 3 years from the Vikings. So tit for tat, trade for trade. We're gonna
Yeah.
get some intel too. I mean, and how much was Jalen paying attention? Sorry, not sorry. But I'm just saying, I'm not worried
Oh,
about
man.
whatever intel Rager was given. I'm sure they probably didn't even give
Dropping
him the whole
passes like
play.
Rager,
Right.
Aguilar.
Like Aguilar.
But you know what? Some players they say this. You know, they're more or less focused on trying to learn the playbook of their new team. So they can give you some things, but a lot of if an offensive coordinator is smart, I'm saying a lot about our offensive coordinator, right? If they're smart, they don't they'll change up the audibles. There's going to be some players that's going to be the same, but as a football team, and this philosophy should be reigned true. And it went to I think Bill Belichick said this. You can know our plays. I give you my playbook. The problem is you got to stop it. So if we're
Talk
dominant,
about it.
if we're
Beat your
dominant,
chest about
yeah,
it.
listen, their corners. Patrick Peterson versus AJ Brown is going to be a very good a one-on-one battle, you know. But Devontae Smith needs to get off. Quez Watkins needs to get off. Dallas gotta, you know, he had 60 yards this past game. He needs to get off. You know, Miles Sanders needs to continue doing what he's doing. 96 yards on 13 carries. He needs to continue being that horse. Let me see some more comments real quick.
Yeah. And shout out to our other channels and our followers on YouTube. Please like and share this, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, follow us on Twitter. I'm gonna take that over so we can have some chats
Yes.
as well. So make sure you like and share us on both Facebook and YouTube.
I don't get this comment. Our Eagles reminded us of a slow start on both sides of the ball. The Monday should show us how our squad reacts
Jeff.
to adversity. Let's go. Yes.
Let's go.
Aaron McCargo.
Hey, Chef McCargo, our resident chef. What it do?
Drake the 1800 to a victory Monday night. 37. Oh, 17. You calling it.
I
Hey.
like that.
You got-
I
you-
like
are you writing
that.
that down? Are you writing it down?
I'm writing that down.
Write that
I'm
down.
writing that down. Our celebrity chef called it 37-17. What?
That's what I said. Alan, this is what I said. He's our 13th pick in the first round. Only 22 snaps. Of those 22 snaps, 17 of them were very productive. I mean, yeah, he's a bigger guy. You're going to have some leverage issues as he plays the game. He's going to learn how to be better in these leverage situations with these more experienced veteran offensive linemen. We all remember Jason Kelce. You know, we cursed at Jason Kelce. You said he was too small to play center for the Philadelphia Eagles, but yet, after he got beat down a little bit, he
Hall of Famer, Eagles Hall of Famer.
His skills. He homed in on his skills, and what makes him a great center is that he know how to use leverage against these big defensive linemen, and he became one of the best centers in the league, who is a future Hall of Famer. Let me go to some more recent comments. Oh, look at that. My brother's on there. Hey, Paris. Yes, I'm R.A. slurring, my guy. Turn up. Yes. You know what I need to get? I need to get the mic like the Dark Knight has. Pause. I need to get the mic like the Dark Knight has, because that like it feels like this is too close to me. So you hear the slur. Dion is actually drinking the Woodford Reserve double.
I know,
oak.
Dion, you on your grown man stuff right now.
Raymond Williams
he said double oaked.
Yeah, that's actually really good. I had that before. Does Gadden get fired if the defense has 3+ bad performances? 3.
I think they're gonna. Let's see. I don't think they're gonna do it in season, but I don't know if those performances result in L's by the
Mhm.
defense, and our offense is putting up 30 plus points, and the defense does what they did then. I wouldn't put it past them, but I said let's wait and see. I don't like
We can't
playing.
we can't
We
we
don't
can't
have a
give up
crystal bar
we can't give
ball,
up 30 points per game and expect
right?
our offense to continue to get put up 40 plus points.
Facts.
I mean, it might happen for the first 5 games, but at some point in time, defense wins championships. If your defense cannot stop another offense, I mean, was there the best offense that you have seen in your lifetime has been the New England Patriots with Randy Moss, right? They were undefeated. They put up the most points in football history, most yards, most
Mhm.
TDs, right?
Mhm.
He had 20, I think he had 20, what is it, 23 touchdowns or something like that as a receiver with the New England Patriots. But yet they lost to a team who had a
That was
9-6 for the regular
nine and
season.
6 Giants. Stop playing
Because
with
of
us.
the freaking defense. Defense wins championships.
Thank you.
Regardless how good the offense can be. If a defense can stop this high-powered offense, if you cannot score points and all I have to do is score 9 points, guess what? I'll go with that every single week.
Mhm.
Every single week.
Mhm. Agreed.
I'm a little biased. I had to go to my brother because he said, I agree with you, brother. He needs to get as many reps as possible. The more he plays, the better he will
Oh,
get. He's
he's
going to be a
first of all,
great
he's
player in 11
already a
time.
monster.
Yes.
Let's be clear. The smiling monster. You know the one that was on Bugs Bunny with the red hair and he was doing his hair and everything. Bugs was doing his hair. That's Jordan Davis to me.
I like this comment right here. Best Monday night theme song ever.
Oh wow.
Are you ready
I
for
like
some football?
Are you right? I like when it was live and they used to have the different country and rock singers
Yeah.
sing the Monday night. I've been waiting all day for
I
Monday,
don't-
or is that Sunday night?
I'm not. Yeah, Sunday night.
Oh, I like the Sunday night song better than the other one. What up, Wayne?
Yo, JT, man, why you do that, dog? Wayne Anthony Thompson, what's up?
I know.
Eagles?
Ignore him. Ignore him.
I'm
You
not gonna
out of
put that
pocket,
comment up.
Jeremy. You out of pocket.
NFL Network Stardom Stidham has the Philadelphia defense as a Stidham.
Oh, that's not a good look. That's
35
not a
points.
good look.
I would sit him. Actually, I got.
Yeah, I would sit him too until he got his act together.
All right. So before this, because we still got about 4 minutes left in this quarter, and I didn't even get to the question for the second quarter yet. It's the confidence level that we have in Jalen Hurts.
Oh,
What confidence level do you have in Jalen Hurts going forward with this team? After you've seen the performance he put forth against the Detroit Lions, who blitz on 50% of the offensive snaps. It was somewhere in the range of 49.89, which you rounded off as 50%. Every single time he dropped back, it looked like there was blitzing.
yeah.
What's
Listen,
the confidence level for everybody here on Jalen Hurts moving forward?
let me tell you my confidence level.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't changed. This year with Jason Kelsey freely admitting that Jalen Hurts bailed them out because they couldn't pick up the blitz. I mean, they were sending everybody, so it is what it is. You still have so much of our fan base saying he can't read, he can't do this. Even though folks like Mahomes have said, I didn't really learn how to read defenses till my 4th year. It doesn't matter what you're reading. If somebody's sending 20 men at you and you can only block 5 of them and you know they're always getting through, what are you going to do? You have to use your feet. First of all, how many sacks would that have been if that was Gardner Minshew? If that was half the quarterbacks in the league,
we got blown out.
We would have got blown. We would have got blown.
The way our defense played, we got blown out. It's been 35-6, 2 field goals.
And it does, you know what I mean? It's all exactly, Jeremiah. It's all about the decision making. And did he turn the ball over?
He did not.
Did he turn the ball over?
Actually, he made some, like Jeremiah just said, he did make some good decisions. Some people would say he went with his first read. Actually, When I went back and looked at it, he actually scanned the field a few times.
He
Not-
was going
not
through
100
his
times.
progressions, whether y'all like it or not. It's just they were blowing up the plays. And
They were.
people just don't want to admit that, because that is the hill they're going to die on, is that there's somebody better than Jalen. For some reason, I don't know why people have such a hard on for this young man who is just coming into his prime, who hasn't even scratched the surface of his abilities. And I just don't understand. It also exposed, and we talked about this, it also exposed the fact that our O-line, I told y'all this last season, they don't pass block that well. But we always give the O-line a pass as if they're automatically going to be good. That's BS.
Per Football Focus, the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line was the best in football. I will talk about that in the third quarter, because we got to continue this conversation in the third quarter. So let me end this quarter right about now.
And that's the end of the quarter.
You are watching Eagles Talk by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. This is what we do. We like to do it in a unique atmosphere where we drink our favorite beverage. Tonight, I'm drinking the Jameson. The lovely Michelle is
I'm going back to wine.
wine.
I had one shot. That's it. No
She's
more.
going back to wine. She said, I don't want to be stirring like you, Pat.
No. Somebody has to keep the show together, y'all.
Yo, we was at the photo shoot. I saw the
Dante's
bottles.
not here. I don't even know if he would be any better right now, because he would be coming off a back to school night. So he might do like double shots. You know, the parenting thing isn't always easy.
Yeah, I got ways to go. All right, so let me know what you're drinking out there. We're going to continue the second quarter conversation with Jalen Hurts, your confidence level. We're also going to speak about the offensive line, because I saw some good, I saw some bad, and I saw some terrible. So shout out to our Philadelphia Eagles. Let me know what you're drinking out there. I'm drinking a Jameson, and Michelle's on the wine.
Riesling, German.
Riesling. Ooh, yeah. Well, down the hatch to our Philadelphia Eagles. 1, 3, 2, 1.
You're now listening to the
Third quarter.
Question. And I see you, Jeremiah. They are our O-line is great at run blocking. They can plow the MF road like nobody's business.
Hold that question.
Okay, but I do have a question.
I got facts to back that one up, because if you're going to mention the offensive line, I went back and watched that tape. And by golly, by George, all the curse words in the world, that offensive line should not be number one. I love my offensive line. But the communication between the center, the guards, and the tackles, where you have a defensive lineman in front of you running free, that's an issue. I'm going to get back to that, though. So hold on to that question, Michelle, because I really want to address that, because what I saw was damn near despicable. All right.
It was. And I don't understand why the media and the fans, because they like the O-line players with Lane and Mulata and Jason Kelsey, that they're beyond reproach, like they're beyond criticism. And the thing is, the game is won and lost in the trenches. Championships are won by defense, but the game overall is always won in the trenches, and that's the D-line and the O-line. So when you have cracks in your arm, that's your armor. When you have cracks in your armor of your line, whether it's the D-line or the O-line, that's when you get into jeopardy and you can lose a game. But the question was, did you see Mulata's interview when he talked about how every time Jalen did take a cheap shot, the refs came over and grabbed him, was like, yo, we're going to take care of it. It's all good. You okay, big man? He's like, they would come straight to me after somebody hit Jalen. He's like, but then Dallas Goedert and Pascal stepped up and was,
Pascal
in the fight
was
for
about it. Pascal
he was like, I'm glad they stepped up, because
he has my respect.
The refs were scared of Mulata. The refs were scared. Every time Jalen got hit, they wanted to make sure he was okay, that he wasn't going to come down there and start cracking skulls. I was dead.
But I want to get on this talk about Jalen, because what I saw from Jalen, yes,
Thank
This
you,
state-
Benjamin.
this
You know I
statement-
can't
this sta-
stand the RPO
This
every
statement
damn other
is true.
play.
This statement is true. They do run too much RPO, but that defense that they want to give is a very aggressive defense. Shout out to the defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn. If y'all remember Aaron Glenn, he was a very good corner for the New York Football Jets. But his defense is a very aggressive attacking defense against quarterbacks that can't move like Jalen. They're going to get a lot of sacks. They're going to get a lot of sacks. That boy Adrian Hutchinson is the real deal. All right.
And
But-
shout out to Detroit. Like y'all keep. I don't like when people just say, "Oh, you guys suck. They're no good team." Listen, they're letting y'all know they coming. They
But Jalen
coming.
Hurts, he threw some passes that last year, 100%. Not just thinking, he might not. No, 100% of the time he would not through those passes. One of the quick slants to AJ Brown, he threaded a needle between the corner and the linebacker that was jumping back to the flat. The linebacker was even expecting it because I guess through film study they say you don't like to throw in these little small windows. It was only a small window that had a crack open that he threaded that needle to AJ Brown. His deep pass to AJ Brown was right where it needed to be. Don't get it twisted. AJ Brown's not a burner, but he can get over top of a defense. And if you put the ball right where it is, he's an aggressive catcher at the point of the ball. He dragged the guy for the extra 7 yards. So I did see some improvement from our quarterback. Now, the improvement needs to happen with this offensive coordinator. I put a statement up that said,
"Talk about it."
Let me go back to it real quick.
Uggs
They do too
and
much
flannel
RPO.
plays.
This is not college football. This is pro football. At some given time, you do need to understand a passing concept and go through the reads. I was happy to see when I re-looked at the film that they did go through a few reads, but it was one opportunity. This is the third quarter when he got blitzed. He was by the goal line. He got blitzed. He took off. It made one guy look funky. He had AJ Brown right crossing his nose. All he had to do was flip him the ball he got at least 6 or 7 yards. So I want to see that progression this season. I want to see the progression where as though you're not just taking off to be taken off to get those yards. Because yes, we needed him to do that this game. We needed him to do this game.
I'm with Jason McLaughlin here. It's like I don't know Jason, but everybody else has had such an issue with Jalen.
They want him to be that Michael Vick where he can thread a needle and run at the same time. He's developing into a better quarterback in front of our eyes.
We don't listen, and the thing is, from Vic to 5, everybody is supporting a young man behind the scenes, his teammates, but it's this rabid ass fan base and some of these local sports reporters and commentators that we get more love he gets more love on a national stage, and then you got Philly folks. It's almost like they're rooting against him, and that's where I take issue. They're literally on the airwaves. Can't wait for the next draft to draft a quarterback. Like that's the conversation, and it's just trifling. To be honest with you, it's just trifling.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Jalen, but Deion Sanders' son, he's serious. I'm sorry.
That's
but
fine.
That's 2
he
years down the road.
Jalen, not his first year.
That's 2 years down the road.
I'm not working backwards, okay?
I'm not.
And we don't know where Jalen's going to be at the end of the season. My belief is that by the end of the season, he's going to be his net worth is going to go way up.
It should,
and a lot of people are going to be eating their words.
I wholeheartedly suspect Jalen to be, a over 3,500 yard passer, over 25 touchdowns in the air, maybe 10 on the ground. I expect him to be that dual threat type of quarterback, whereas though you can't blitz him like Detroit did. They're gonna watch this film. Detroit blitzed them 50% of the game. 50%, and they still lost.
I hear you, John Gary. I see you. I get it. I get it, and you're right, Jeff.
Yeah, we
I
do.
think he is going to be.
We
He is
do.
going to be a top QB. You know,
Dion said
and
this right. Dion said this right. This is what I want to expect in his progression, because yes, his feet gets us out of situations, but his arm can win us games, right? So
Mhm.
in this blitzing, in this game that we play with Detroit, which blitzes 50% of the time, you got us out of situations. Now look up, climb that pocket, look up. You have a Quez Watkins streaking deep.
Mhm.
You have
Oh,
a Dallas Goddard.
once they get into their little rhythm, it's a
Uh-huh.
wrap. Because when
Yeah.
he gets out the pocket and he's in a rhythm with these weapons he has now,
Mhm. What up, B Dizzle?
hey, I know it is just Philly fans. I get it.
Yeah,
Your
it
bro
is.
said they scared of, and yeah, they're scared of him, scared of Jalen in so many other places around the country except Philly. Philly still thinks Gardner Minshew would have won that game.
Gardner Minshew would have been dead. All right. We'd be
Right?
using.
He would have got put out the game the way they was blitzing. They
Oh
was coming
man.
for that behind.
We got one from the from YouTube. We have 3 Batmans. Oh yes. I gotta talk about that statement. We about to brutalize the Vikings D.
Dark Knight!
Yo, what's up,
Dark
fam?
Knight. Look, we got 3 Batmans now.
We do.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Listen, Jalen Hurts is going to once he understands that his feet can really hurt a defense, but his arm can kill a off defense when he
Break
makes
their
those
hearts.
when he makes those subtle moves in the pocket and he looks up and sees a streaking receiver going down the field, because he had a couple opportunities that hit bigger gains than the actual one to AJ Brown. But I have to commend this guy because the amount of pressure that's put on this game, like we just said, any other quarterback would not survive that at all.
No, actually,
Mhm.
without Jalen Hurts, we don't win that game.
No,
For
no.
real.
Period.
Without
Yeah, and our
him,
RPO is just overdone. Like
Mhm.
I'm about to buy a T-shirt that's like RPO with the line and the circle through it. Like write
and,
a play. That's listen. What if Doug Peterson had this roster?
I know. I was just
Ooh.
thinking that
Because
because
he
on my
could write
way,
some plays.
yes, on my way in, I was talking to a
Tell us
Jaguars
what you think,
fan,
y'all.
Mhm.
a Jaguars fan, and of course, Doug Peterson is coaching down there. And so I asked him what he felt about the offense, and he really loves it. But then I pondered if we still had Doug with this talent that he has,
Could you
man,
imagine the plays?
because
we would
we're
be
running collegiate plays. Think
We
about
are.
it. I mean, we're
We
running
are.
RPOs. We are running, and I know I'm late. I only have 15 minutes left, but how are we going to beat these teams once they see what we're running? I mean, it's
Well,
okay to come out and you shock the first team at the beginning of the year, but once they have film now, so once they start scheming for
Dark Knight
this,
already schemed for it.
yeah,
I'll be honest with you, Michelle. Dark Knight, I'll be honest with you right now. I already schemed for this RPO. And Detroit, what Detroit did was part of the scheme. They actually put hits on a quarterback because the officials is treating a quarterback like a running back in certain situations. Because in theory, in the RPO run pass option, the quarterback is a quote unquote running
option.
back. He
Right.
is an
Yes,
option.
he
Right.
So
is.
when I don't think you remember that roughing the passer penalty when he actually had got rid of the ball and the defensive lineman actually still hit the quarterback. Right? He said, "I
Mhm.
thought this is a run pass option." His statement to the media was, "I hit the quarterback because they've been running the run pass option for at least 25 straight plays, and I assume that he kept the ball."
And
Something
that's
that
what's
my
going to
kids
get
in
him
high
killed.
school has been doing. Go ahead,
That's what's
Dante.
going to
Sorry.
get him killed. We
Mhm.
cannot continue to run this and expect that our quarterback is
Be
going to
healthy.
last this full
Correct.
season. I mean, 17 runs on Sunday are their running back numbers. I mean, that's a load that you give to your running back. We cannot have Jalen Hurts run the ball 17 times
No.
every game. He can't do this. Another thing that needs to happen is the O-line has to pass protect better, a little better. I mean, they were sending the
A
heat.
lot better. 2 seasons with terrible pass
Dante-
protection.
Oh, Nichelle, what was the question from the lineman? Did you remember that question I asked you to hold on to?
Yeah, no, it was just a question about if you saw Mulata's interview. That was my
Oh,
question.
yeah, I did see the
But
interview.
my other question was, why does the O-line always get a pass? Just because people like Lane and
Because
they like
they're-
Kelsey?
They're
Why do
better
they get a
at running
pass?
blocking. They're
They're great run
excellent.
blockers. They
if this
suck at pass
offensive
blocking.
coordinator devoted his time to getting rid of the RPO and to say straight up run block, this line would not be touched. This line would
All
not
right,
be
so
touched.
I'm going to assume that you guys covered everything from Sunday.
Pretty
We
much.
touched on everything. So
Pretty
The
much, right?
defense.
We got 15
Gannon.
seconds in this
we're
quarter.
more on the offense
Oh.
and the play calling when you came in. But my thing is, I've been thinking about this for a week, and at night it kept me up. I was like, gosh, this is what makes me miss Doug Peterson.
Mhm.
Was his play calling. Real talk. Was like, could you imagine the trick plays and the things, the different looks he would give us with this?
Whose man is this? Whose man is whose man is this? What is he doing? What is going on here? I just walked
hey, Dark
in. I
Knight,
don't
let me do
have
this.
any- What are
Let
you
me do
doing,
Look, our
chef?
celebrity
This is my
chef trying to
favorite
look
chef.
you out.
This is
trying
my
to-
gotta
favorite
catch up.
chef.
You
But,
do gotta
but
catch
I
up.
don't know, Chef. This I don't know. You're my favorite. You're my guy. I mean, every time I watch you, my stomach starts rumbling because I can't cook like you. So I'm sitting there just mouth salivating, and I'm like, why? Why
Salivating.
can't I do salivating? Yeah, salivating. It sounds like I had 3 shots already, but you know, and now he's challenging me to a shot, and I have to oblige because I want him to come on our show. So I'm going to do the shot. So
You gonna do 2 or
I'm
1?
gonna do the shot. All right. I mean, if it's the end of the quarter, I'll just wait for the beginning of the quarter.
No, you do.
No, you can do the shot.
Do it
We'll
right now. Do it
we'll
right now.
toast to you.
All right, see, look. All right, here we go, man. I'm late. I'm sorry. Thank you. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
Yay, Dante shot.
Now we got to end the quarter. Let's end the quarter.
And shout out to
That's the
Odizzle
end of the
for being the first timer. Thanks for coming out,
Odizzle.
Yes,
Odizzle
thank you.
Drizzle.
Oh,
I like the
Dizzle Drizzle.
lion. I'm a Leo, so anything lion.
I like that. All right, so that's the end of the third quarter, guys. You are listening to Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles coverage show on social media. Whatever. You can go on Facebook, you can go on YouTube, and you'll see us. We're on there. So we're the
Yeah.
most unique Eagles coverage show out there by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage, as you see, in the form of shots. So join us, all the newcomers. This is your initiation. If you just tuned in, you've got to do an initiation shot with us.
Oh,
So,
yes.
I am doing the Crown Royal
Capricorns,
Black.
man.
I can't even hold it up because I don't have any bottles down here. So I'm doing these little bottles I got. So I'm not even going to hold
Look
it
at
up.
this comment
But I'm
right here.
doing
Look at
the
that comment right there.
Crown Royal. Look, he said, I hope that's a double shot as much as you get on us about being late. Okay, yeah, you're right. So I'm doing the Crown Royal Black. And my co-hosts are, what are you doing? He's doing the Jameson. And
I'm
what
doing
is
wine. I did do a
Michelle?
shot of 1800s.
1800. Yes.
Okay, so she's sipping on the wine. So you guys let us know what you're doing in the chat room right there. And I will do my second shot. All right, so here we are. Down the hatch for the Philadelphia Eagles and their victory Sunday. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
You're now listening to the fourth quarter.
All right, this will be a perfect time to let you guys know that I will be reappearing on WDAS FM in Philadelphia on Saturday, such as I did this past Saturday. And I'm sure
Woo-hoo.
they're going to ask me, he's going to ask me, who am I picking for Monday?
Oh, of course.
And I'm at a crosswords here. I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to tell me why we're going to win this game on Sunday. Monday. I'm sorry, on Monday. Because I
Dante,
have
you could have
seen
stayed
some
at back
things.
to school night.
Yeah, you definitely could.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
saying.
Because here we go. And Nichelle, first thing I said, I don't know what's going on. But Nichelle's like, I'm not even going to tell you what's it because it's going to tip my hand. But anyway. All right. So I have us at 11, and I'm leaning towards 12 wins, right? I don't know where you guys have them, right? So in that 11 wins, there has to be 6 losses somewhere.
Why has it be 6 losses?
Because I picked 11 wins. So
I
I'm
know you did,
picking
but
that they're going to
I'm
be
just saying,
6 losses somewhere.
why can't they go over that total? Because I think I picked 12 and 5, right?
All right. Well, even if you pick 12, there's 5 losses. Where do there have to the 5 losses have to be the teams? They're not going to be to your kids, or they're going to be to NFL teams. So, I don't know where you got them coming, but please tell me how we win this game Monday with John Gannon running the defense that he's run, and we're going to face the Minnesota Vikings
Actually,
with
it's
a better quarterback, the top receiver in the league. How are we? And a better running. Listen, let me finish. Let me finish. Okay, you done had 45 minutes. I only get 15 here. Okay, they have a better receiving core, a better running back, and a better quarterback. And with what he's shown me on this past Sunday, because you guys got all the good stuff out the way. We had a good,
Yes,
we
we
won.
did.
All right. But we're facing a better offensive team, and we gave up 35 points to the Detroit Lions. Please explain to me how we do this. How do we win this game on Monday night?
We're home. We have the dog mentality, and Gannon done heard the heat all week. And I'm sure the players that he quote unquote listens to are probably already in his ear like, we can't do what we did last week at home. They know the Boo Birds are coming if the defense is not aggressive this week. They know that. Trust me, they know that.
What's our
in their locker
record
room.
under Sirianni in primetime games? What's our record? Anybody got it?
I wish I had an intern.
Oh
yeah.
Good
That'd be
stat.
good, right?
That's a good stat to pull. Somebody out there.
Another good stat is what's
stats.
our record versus Kirk Cousins in the past few years? I believe it's like 6-3. I think
No,
Kirk
he
Cousins
has more victories than us. I think he has.
Yeah, that's what I said. 6-3.
We only got one victory against him. I think I looked that up.
Right. So he's 6-3 against us.
But people are saying he doesn't show up on prime time on Monday nights. Like his overall record.
Eagles. Yeah, it's versus the Eagles. So his record versus us is 6-3. Yes.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, but what's Kirk Cousins' Monday night record? I hear that's like the opposite. Like he doesn't do well prime time in the lights.
Versus Monday night.
And Kirk
his
Cousins.
record versus mine.
Not good. All right, so
He has
I'm looking. I'm looking
2-9
in here.
record. He has
2-9 on Monday nights. Oh, we waxing that ass.
Okay, all right. That's the only thing that gives
what
me.
What was the initial question though? It wasn't.
How do we win? How do we beat this? How are we going to beat this team?
Very easy. Very simple.
Very easy.
I ordered a lot of bottles to be delivered over to their hotel.
Okay, yeah, that's what we're going to need. We're going to need
They're
for
gonna
us to have our pregame show
all the water is
at their hotel.
Get Dizzle's comment. Yeah, I mentioned this earlier on in the show that we signed. See, we got a little intel.
Yeah, I did see that.
Dante, somebody had mentioned that Reagor is there. How much intel is he given? But I'm like, we got our own spy.
And
I was like, and did
he's
Reagor
not giving
even pay
much
attention?
because he doesn't know how to play football. He doesn't remember. Are you kidding me?
That's kind of what I said. I wasn't that mean about it, but that's kind of what I said.
He doesn't even know how to play football. We drafted him, and he looks nothing like a football player.
You're right.
Oh my goodness, right. A first rounder. We sent him over to Minnesota so he can learn from the guy we should have chosen. Oh my goodness.
The crazy thing about that, Dante, Britton Covey is a better punt returner than he is.
Already.
He only had 3. He only fielded 3 punts. They only punted the ball 3 times.
And that's an art. That is an art.
Sad.
It's an art to field those punts. But yeah, I'm not worried about Reagor. I am though worried about Justin Jefferson. I am though worried about even with Kirk Cousins and his 2-9 record. If we can make with Jonathan Gannon's defense makes quarterbacks look better. If they are now, they can't be below average quarterback, but if you're average and above, when you face a Jonathan Gannon defense, you look better. And if you're above average, you look even better than that. I mean, we made an average to below average quarterback last week, looked great. Put up 35 points against this defense. I mean, I'll give him that. We saw some more blitzes in the first half. I saw more blitzing in the first half than I've saw from him in the past. But in the second half, he went right back to being Jonathan Gannon. Second half, we give up 3 touchdowns. That game should have been put away.
Early and never let our foot up off the gas. We should have had our foots on their neck.
Never. So that's what concerns me. That's what concerns me on Monday. And don't get it twisted. Well, even in the year when we won the Super Bowl, and I know you guys, we have to lose a game somewhere. But even in that year, we lost an early game to the Kansas City Chiefs, and that sparked us going on like a 7-9 game winning streak.
We did.
Okay, so don't be down about taking an L if it's going to propel us, because sometimes you need to get slapped in the face to wake up.
Well,
Jason Kelce talked about it. He talked about it. We've won nothing yet. That was his attempt to slap him in the face. You know, I don't want these guys to get comfortable, because this was a win, and then you'd be like, but did it feel like a win?
It didn't.
It didn't actually feel like a win, right? It didn't.
It didn't, because
isn't that sad? Are we that hypercritical that we can't be happy? Because a W is
more.
I get that, but at the end of the season, what matters is just a W, not how you got it.
Yeah, I get that.
We expect
but
more.
we got 9 of them last year, and every time we played a team of quality, we were exposed.
Definitely.
And during the season, and especially in the playoffs. So, you know, we're hoping to take that step. Howie has constructed this team that we could be optimistic about taking that next step and competing with those teams that we were not on their level last year. We should be competing with them. But from what I saw with that defense, it makes me question if we are really there. I'm not downing. I'm just saying I still have questions.
There's one thing that we brought up earlier before you jumped in, Dante, was the fact that Detroit isn't that bad of a team. They've been slowly building for 3 years. A lot of people in the comments were talking about that they've been, you know, even, and I brought up, even if you looked at last year, they had a good 5-6 games where, you know, they were a touchdown or so away from winning that game. You know what I mean? So we talked about how any given Sunday, it is the NFL, and you could go from being a 3-win team next season being a 9-10 win team. You know what I mean? They have been stacking, and they have the fire. I think, you know, we can't sleep on the fact that Detroit has been trying to come back, and they're hungry, and hungry dogs run faster.
I'm going to take that, because we trying to convince ourselves. We're trying. It was
listen. Our defense was still terrible.
Detroit is better.
I mean, they are a better team than they were last year. I'm just saying.
So I'm gonna say this. Yes, Detroit is a much better team, but the team that we're facing right now has weapons that we have to go against.
Exactly.
Jefferson is the number 1 weapon. Don't forget about Adam Thielen. Then you have Cook, Delvin Cook.
Delvin Cook's a beast.
Probably one of the top 3 running backs in the NFL. All right, so if we are able to do anything and shut their passing game down, don't get it twisted. We gave up 144 yards to Swifty last week. 144 yards. Just imagine what this guy is going to do if we're not able to be better.
With an offensive line that had a couple injuries. They weren't decimated like the Dallas Cowboys line, but they did have a couple injuries, and they still and Swift still ate us up. That's an area of concern for me. We still didn't put our foot on the gas pedal, as Nichelle referred to. That's a concern to me. You come out with pressure, and then in the second half, you revert right back to what we saw last year. That's a big concern to me. Jonathan Gannon has been the biggest question mark in this offseason. What will he do with these new tools? And we got a glimpse of it, and it wasn't a lot much different from what we saw last year. So if I'm to assume that this is who he is, then I have serious questions about Monday night. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Your
I'm
frat
saying.
agrees, and I agree with Toby. I mean, but I said this last season. Y'all talk about we don't have the talent. We don't have the talent. We got the
We have
talent.
talent.
We don't have the coaches.
We don't have.
Yeah.
We don't.
Oh, somebody said it. You were on there, but somebody put a comment up there. I thought it was so appropriate. He said, "We don't have the quality of coaches to match the quality of players that we have," and that was so appropriate. I thought that was so on
Did I put that up
point.
there? Did we put up there?
No,
Yeah, I did put it on there.
somebody had mentioned that, but that's something I had brought up last season when they was like, "Oh, this." I was like, "I think we do have the talent, and we're only missing a few key pieces." Howie went and got a few key pieces, and now you see that the whole is at the coaching level.
Yeah, I agree
That
with that.
hurts.
And
That
Pat,
really
let me
I
tell
told
you
you
this.
so.
What's up?
The
Yeah.
lady of the show told y'all so.
Oh, did you guys talk about? Because we're getting ready to get out of here in a minute. So let me just lighten it up a little bit. And don't forget to
Told
listen to
y'all.
me on WDAS FM
On
Saturday
Saturday.
between 5:30 and 6. I'm only like for 2 minutes or whatever. But
Cut
just
that out.
tune in, listen to me on WDAS. If you are not in the area, you can get it on iHeartRadio app. So download the iHeartRadio app and just search WDAS FM and you'll see it. But we had a photo shoot. Did you guys talk about the photo shoot? We had a photo shoot.
We
Eagles
did.
Talk had a photo shoot, yo.
But she's like, no.
I
don't
shut
put
it
these-
down. And
don't
even
put
though
them up
there.
Dante, I just found out
She
he put
shut
it
it
on Instagram. Like, we have to edit the lighting in the photos.
I know.
before we put
I
them
can't
out.
wait. I couldn't wait.
And you
All
need
right.
to
I only
you need to
use
give
that.
me the
I only use that.
Instagram login.
Yeah, I only use that one. All right, so yeah, we had a photo shoot. It was awesome.
We have
Nichelle,
fun.
good thing we got Nichelle because she made the pictures look so much better. Whew, she made us look so much better.
Y'all was so hyped. I'm like, I don't dance. I'm a DJ.
Pat's like, whatever. Me and Dante like, hey, it was a
They all
party.
get
Pat's
groovy,
like,
like,
I don't have time
Yeah.
for you old
He,
folks.
look, he's a DJ that
Right,
doesn't
he's a DJ.
dance.
I'm just
I don't
a
believe
DJ.
it.
I
But
don't
you know what?
dance. I'm like, all my
90%
DJ friends
DJs
dance.
don't
Oh, look
dance.
at the
No, you
Dion
think
says
they dance.
they
You just
gave
move
me
like
another
this.
10-day
10-day
contract, and I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play hard. I'm gonna play hard, Dion. I'm gonna play hard. For
He
the
gonna
10
work
days.
for his money.
I'm on the practice squad. I'm on the
Right?
practice squad. Hey, look, we had a good time, and you guys will see these pictures very shortly because
Yeah,
there are
we're gonna
new promo
work
pictures
on
and
them,
all
and
that stuff.
we're gonna
so.
try and get them out for Sunday's show. So
Right. So good, guys. You can get rid of the old stuff and all that, and we have the beautiful Nichelle making us all look better. It's going to be you're going to enjoy him. But hey, guys, we'll be back on Monday, man. It's a late night on Monday, so we got the Monday
for
night
Monday's
game.
show. So there is no show Sunday. Sorry, Monday
No
show.
no Sunday show. Yeah, you got to tune in on Monday night.
Yes.
And don't watch those other guys. Just come here
Tune
and
in
watch
with us.
in the pregame show as we get ready for our Philadelphia Eagles to take on the Minnesota Vikings. We're like the virtual tailgate. Just come and tailgate with us in your living room. And
Like,
we'll be on
share,
the air
and
talking about it.
subscribe. You didn't change the lower thirds either, Pat. But I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
I'm
blow
so
you.
sorry.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, on
There
both
you go.
YouTube,
Oh, I'm
I put
sorry.
it
I
up.
must have took it
Facebook.
Yes.
I said the show would start shortly. The whole
Follow
time
us
we
on
in it.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.
I tell you one
Yes.
thing, Dark Knight, being like the producer behind the screens and being a actual talker on the show, it's very difficult.
Oh,
Plus
now
drinking.
welcome to my world.
Plus
Welcome to
drinking.
my world. All right, look. We out of here, guys. Come back on Monday though. Check us out. What time is kickoff?
8 o'clock.
8 something?
8 o'clock. So we'll
8
be on at
o'clock.
7 o'clock. Check us out at 7 o'clock Monday
I got
night.
you.
I'm your man, Dante the Dark Knight, for my co-hosts with the co-most, Nichelle and Pat. We'll see you guys Monday. We're out. Peace.
Yeah.
We go live in 5, 4, 3,